Wait, Deacon's
Wait,
portal
wait.
exited like right in the
What?
village.
That's
Wait, how did he do that?
That's crazy.
How?
Yo.
You guys saw the title and you know what this is about. For those who don't, the official Speedrun Tournament is currently happening, and 2 Mondays ago I played my second match against Silliest. I lost both rounds, going out 0-2. Now, there's a couple reasons that are less technical and more about my frame of mind when playing. And before we review the games, check out this cool artwork that I made for the match. And I know this video is about a week overdue, but I just had so many things to do and I hope you guys understand. Anyway, let's continue. So the first round was a bit of a mess. We both spawned in the savannah village with deserts on both sides. The golem dropped 3 iron and my priorities kinda were interrupted because I had to look for sheep to make carpets so I can actually light the portal. Things went pretty smoothly until I had to look for the lava pool. I should have just used this mountain to get high ground so I could see farther, but I knew there were 2 deserts near this village, so I decided to cross over to the other desert. And on the way there, I thought I would blow this village just to save time. And I actually found a second lava pool, but it was at an awkward time because I couldn't sleep before going into the nether, and sleeping after I left the nether was going to be a time waste. Anyway, the run continued. I had to wait around a minute and a half to get the restocks, and there were a grand total of 2 villagers in the village, so I literally could not do anything while I waited. Not to mention, I had literally the worst restock RNG imaginable. A normal run takes roughly 2 minutes to trade, and in this run I had to sit through 5 minutes of trading just because this dumb Fletcher was the laziest villager in the game. In the second match, things went similarly, except this time I couldn't find the temple. My golem once again dropped 3 iron and I just entered the nether because it was a nearby lava pool. Silliest made some horrible decisions in the nether which bought me a lot of time, but by the time I found the temple we were basically even. The trading was pretty good here, but in my mind I felt like Silliest was multiple minutes ahead of me, and that was my first mistake. I didn't pay much attention to the initial eye throw, and I continued to make several shortcuts to try and gain time. Luckily for me, Silliest triangulation was even worse. And I don't really want to talk about the rest of the run because I need to edit this video quickly. No reason at all. So I wasn't actually very happy about being in the losers bracket. The losers bracket is actually a death sentence because just look at this thing. Anyway, I think this loss was a little necessary because I started to realize the less technical ways to improve, and I focused more on the correct mindset. I think I did very well in the sense that I included the stuff that I said I would improve on last week, but there was still a lot that I was missing. As I said in the beginning of the video, it was about my frame of mind when I was playing. Not finding everything immediately in both matches was immediately tilting, on top of getting 3 iron in both games. Using high ground to find certain things is actually a really smart idea. But for the most part, you have to play like you are ahead, no matter how slow your run actually is. There have only been a small number of matches where the person behind catches up just because of pure skill alone. Most of the time, the person ahead dies or doesn't have enough eyes or wastes time in the stronghold, which means you have to maintain your pace and you can't make any shortcut or it'll cost you. If you think you are behind and you let that into your head, you can't expect to win and you will play horribly. I'm almost certain that this is the exact situation that my first opponent, Lacking Toast, experienced. Small things chipped away in his run, and he cut corners trying to maintain a faster pace, just as I did in this round. Anyway, the upside is that I played Illumina last Sunday, and it was an honor to play the best speedrunner of all time. And I will clickbait it to the full extent. And it was a really fun match to play in. If you want to see what happened with that match, I'll be releasing a video as quick as I possibly can. See ya.